keep the wobbling to a minimum. I am charging my phone from my back pocket. Everybody there, audio okay? I'm going to take a pretty relaxed walk around the show. So bear with me and I'll sort of commentate as I go. I'm here. Annette, are you there? Annette, are you there? Annette. Annette Sturgis says, where's he gone? He's here. Turn the phone 90 degrees, big man. No, it should be fine now. We should be okay. Please tell me we're okay and now we're landscape and everything's working correctly. Can I get a hell yeah, says Harold. Is it all right for you, Harold, everybody? Right, we've got this beautiful BMW 325. It's on at 21,000 miles and 2 owners. Why has it had 2 owners in 21,000 miles? 13,495. Might seem like a lot of money, but it's getting really hard to find these when they're clean. And look at that interior. It is absolutely immaculate. And it's got heated seats. So I think that's a good looking car. It might seem ridiculous at that money, but that is nice. And that is the best colour combination for an E46. Harold says that's been clocked. Thank you, Harold, for that one. I appreciate comments like that. Keep them coming. Then we got this Arnage. Oh no, it's a Continental, sorry. Flying Spur. It's got a sunroof. Love a car with a sunroof. £30,000. Owned from new by Saudi Arabian royalty. I reckon we should stop selling weapons to Saudi Arabia, but what do I know? I'm just a bloke in a hat that makes videos in his car. Then we've got this Jaguar Mark II 3.4, 1966, 37,000 miles. That is a lovely colour. Keep those comments coming in. Let me know what you think of the cars that we're looking at. We're going to do a few of these cars in the dealer hall. Look at the wood. Oh, that's rather nice, isn't it? This is from a time when cars were that bit more special, don't you think? Alexandra says, I love this. All right, good. Well, I've got a jump pack in my back pocket that is big enough to jump start a car. So we got the battery to do the whole show. So stay with me on this one. Then we've got this Mercedes over here. What engine's that? It'll be a 320, won't it? Because there's no point having anything unless it's a 320, unless it's a 500. If this is a 500 with a V8, it's sold. What is it? It is a... Doesn't say because it's not on the list. Let's see if it's got a badge on it. It's a lovely colour, actually. It's a blue metallic with a beige leather interior. Oh, it's a 200. Get out of it. 200 compressor. Nobody's interested. Then we've got an SL320. This is an R129, so it's a later model. And then you've got an R107 380 SL. Now, you might not know this, but the 380 SL is actually the one to have. That's the best engine of the bunch. And trust me, I know my shit when it comes to these Mercedeses. This one's done 68,000 miles. It's got heated seats. You never ever find these Mercedes with heated seats. That was a very expensive option when it was new. It also looks like it's got air conditioning, which makes it a very expensive car from the factory. Cruise control as well. Cruise control was standard on the V8s, but was an option on the 6-cylinder cars. It's also got factory rear seats, which again was a very expensive option when this car was new. It is missing, though, if we want to get really geeky, the outside temperature gauge, which would be on that middle vent there. That was an option from the factory. As I said, I do know a little bit about these SLs, and I rate this one. You never see them in black. It's got the Mexican hat alloy wheels on them, which were also called Sport Light alloys. That is actually a very nice car indeed. The price, $39,995, one owner from new. Yeah, I suppose that's about where it's at, isn't it? It's a nice car if you like SL. So there we go, giving away my Mercedes-Benz knowledge here. This one I said was a 320, so it's what? It's got a private plate on it. It's actually a 1990. It's got to be 1995. So it's a 320. So it's a nice car. 65 grand when new. Yeah, they were very expensive cars. The Jaguar's maroon, according to the DVLA. Thanks for that. $13,995. That looks fairly affordable, doesn't it? There's lots of these on eBay though, but it's important to buy a nice one. I think you should buy a nice one. That's got heated seats as well, so there's a nice specification. Automatic air conditioning. Nice car. You kind of got to have a V8 though, haven't you, if you're having an SL. Let's go over to Devonshire. We've got this green Audi TT. What a lovely colour. $14,995. Again, seems like a lot of money for a TT in the shape. It's only on 45,000 miles. That C-Class is far too new for me to get excited about, as is the SL on the other side. The SLK, not bothered, can't fit my kids in it. The 325, on the other hand, that's a nice colour combination. Very similar to the very similar to the BMW E46 that we were looking at earlier on, in blue with beige. The question is, how much is it? What do you reckon? Would you take this, or would you take the E46 over there? Let me know in the comments. We've got a 330 Ci over here. Now that's rather nice. Slightly different. I'm getting really geeky. Can you hear my voice going all geeky? I'm doing my geeky voice. This is a good thing, isn't it? I can't stick kids. Well, I don't know. I'm just not bothered about the new shape SLK. It's got to be an older SLK for me. I'm all over this. Although that's a lovely specification, I just think those cars belong in Birmingham. 330 Ci, absolutely lovely, with the light colour wood pack. Obviously it's got a beige leather interior, which would excite Joseph Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. No heated seats, and that's a deal breaker for me. Available to purchase, 63,000 miles, 10,495. Seems like a lot of money for an E46, but again, you're buying from a dealer, and it's a very clean one. I've come over all James May, says someone. Yeah, sorry about that. Now, 39,995 gets you this Bentley. Oh no, it's Rolls Royce, isn't it? It's not an Arnage, it's a Rolls Royce. It is a Silver Seraph V12. I'm not sure about the interior. That colour does nothing for me, but it does have a sunroof. And for my continental road trip that is now not happening, that could be a rather lovely car. Let's move on away from this car, because we all know I'm not going to buy it. There's another E46 over there, and I also want to show you this little Simca. I think it's a Simca anyway. So we've got another E46 here, looking a little bit more affordable at 7,995, but I don't really do black cars because they're too hard to keep clean, and I don't like the interior on that one. And it's got a hard top with a wind deflector, apparently. It's a manual gearbox car. It's got the carbon trim instead of the wood, but I prefer them with the wood, to be totally honest. Shaped seats, they never had to crash in the back, says Busby Tree Surgery. I decided not to have kids because they mean having cars that aren't cool. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend having kids to anyone, to be totally honest. Love mine. Right, there is a Simca. Don't you think that looks a lot like my Renault? They've got to be virtually the same thing, but that is like a rally prep car, and that's £5,000, and look at the rust on it. So there you go, £5,000 for a car with holes in it. If we go around this corner, got some Fords, but they're not for sale. XR3i, that's rather cool, isn't it? The old Lancia Integrale at 34,995. Nice price or no dice. Very cool interior. In fact, these gents are moving out of the way so I can come over here now and show you. Look at that. That's a bit of Geoff, isn't it? Those seats. I'm absolutely loving that interior. So a very cool car, but they were left-hand drive only, which might not work if you live in Britain. Then we've got something that is just too new, sorry, but it just is. Then you've got a Fiat 500 Special Edition. Is that a Rivale? Oh no, it's in a Bath, sorry, what am I on about? Not bothered, not particularly interested. 18,995 can get you this 403 horsepower Toyota Supra though. Powered by Turbo Systems Motorsport. So pretty cool, but again, like, it's a £5,000 car, isn't it? Things have changed, and Geoff hasn't. Really struggling buying cars these last couple of days because everything has gotten expensive. Now, this Alfa Romeo is rather beautiful, and I'm told it is one owner, which is pretty cool. 1968 Alfa 1750 Berliner with a beautiful interior. If I can come around here and show you the interior on this car, that is fantastic. Get the gear shift, you know, that's straight out of the Italian job, isn't it? So let's go a little further down the halls. How you doing, all right? Hey? Oh, is this your stand? Yes. I'm just literally doing a little run around the show at the moment. What do you want to tell me? I'm live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube?
Live on YouTube.
Well, this is Classic Modern Retro. We come up from Cornwall.
Nice. We have.
Yes, I built.
You're down near Wadebridge.
Yes.
Got you. Yeah.
So these are all customer cars. 3 weeks ago, decided to do an NEC show. So the Simca you were looking at,
Yeah.
that was actually in a basement of a museum in Jersey.
Let's go and have a look.
And,
Keep talking.
It was a bit sorry for itself.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to do is to show you that you can actually get a very cheap classic.
Yeah.
And rather than spend thousands of restoration, turn it into something really fun
I'm
that
all
you
about
can
that.
enjoy and not worry about where you park it. I'll find a picture for you.
I fully agree, because the best kind of classic car is a classic car that you can use. There's nothing worse than being terrified of actually using your classic car.
There he is.
So
That was the only picture I had of it.
wow.
And I couldn't see the other side. So what we've just tried to do is make it look like a rally.
Yeah.
And Rowan, who's quite tired, sat on the chair there. He
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
all these skateboards as downshift design.
Yeah.
And throughout yesterday and the day before, he's made all these graphics. Put them all on. We put the wheels on and all that sort of stuff. And it's just.
Well, I
awesome.
think that's absolutely brilliant, because I thought that this was like an established rally car, but
That's what we've tried to do.
exactly.
To give the car some purpose.
So I've just walked over here and I said, "Here's a But then again, you could use it for that, can't you? You can do some international challenges and all sorts.
And even on Friday, we were missing the spotlights because I only got this on Wednesday last week delivered to the studio.
Really?
Yeah, but it was lost in the ferry port because they thought a Simca 1000 was a motorbike.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So So we bought the lights from the auto jumper on Friday and put them on.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love
It was
that.
just a bit of fun, but
Yeah.
every car here has got an awesome story. The
Yeah.
Supra, which is over there, has been off the road for the last 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've done a barn find restoration detail on it.
Yeah.
Same owner as the Evo. Sadly, he passed away, but that's got 7,000 miles on it.
Has it?
One of, I think it's 35 cars ever made.
Yeah.
And the Delta, I'll show you a picture of that. We found that in Switzerland, been off the road for 20 years.
Yeah.
And 3 weeks ago, it looked like that.
Get out. 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So it's had nearly a full restoration in the last month, and then it wasn't even painted. This is my customer here. This is
Yeah.
Andreas. Andreas, do you want to be on camera? No. This is Geoff.
That's ace.
He does a lot of car reviews and stuff, and
A lot of YouTube, that sort of thing. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just saying about that. About 3 weeks ago, sort of decided to do the show. Right, get it painted, get it here.
It looks fantastic, and I love the interior. The interior is so cool on that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Ace. All right. Well, I'm going to be in Cornwall in the coming weeks, so I might check in on you.
Yeah, grab a flyer, and then you come out and see the studio.
I'm loving the skateboards as well.
Yeah, Brian makes all these.
They're fantastic.
Shift Design is his business. He pulled this off in the last week.
Fair play. And you got a Hot Wheels collection, which obviously I love.
I make this as well. So I make
Oh, do
a
you?
display shelf. Yeah, so it's interchangeable backgrounds. So depending on the theme of cars you want to display, you can choose your background. So that's the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So
Oh,
you could have
right.
all German cars. Or
It's basically an
Japanese
insert
theme.
that you pop
It's
in
just
the
an
back.
Insert, yeah, exactly.
So if people want to display their Hot Wheels cars, then they've got I love that. That's a really good way of doing it. So your business is, I got a few people, there's 200 people watching.
There you go.
Your business is, which one are you?
Downshiftdesign.com.
Downshiftdesign.com, ladies and gentlemen, for your case there. Do you know what, for the moment, I'm going to leave the flyers with you.
Yes.
My car's over there anyway, so I can grab you at the end, because I'm going to go do a walk around the show,
Yeah.
and I'll catch up with you shortly. But as I say, I'm going to be doing a tour of England in the next few weeks in
brilliant.
some sort of German Luxo barge, so
Yeah.
I may well pop in on you.
Got something like that Luxo barge right there?
I think it'll probably be a bit cheaper than that. Right, I shall see you gentlemen in a bit.
See you, Jeff.
Cheers, guys. See you later. Right, we're going to move on then. I love the colour of that, don't you? That's cool, isn't it? When you just end up striking up conversations with people. And I like that about these shows. And then I can just sort of take you on the ride with me. I am wearing my distinctive Geoff Buys Cars hat, so there is a chance that people are going to want to say hello, but that's okay, because they can say hello to 202 people who are watching online. And I love that. That's a great way to display your Hot Wheels car, so I don't mind giving people a bit of free marketing when they provide a good product. Let's go over to the Barn Find Arena, because that's what this show is all about. This show was founded, 10 years ago? Or was it 10 years ago? I was working at the very first show when they first did this barn find thing. So we got a Morris Minor over here. The one I really want to show you, though, is the Cadillac. But also, do you remember that transit van? Do you remember? You used to see those everywhere, didn't you? These vans were all over the place when we were kids. Got an Astra L. I'll try and walk a little bit slower so we get less bounce on the camera. Fiat Uno Turbo. Hi Geoff, say hello to my friends on the Welsh Ford stand. I will do, Sarah, we're going to work our way down that way. So if there's anything anyone wants to see specifically, let me know. Did you find that Ferrari from the dodgy trailer? Maybe it was on its way up here. So we've got a, what's that? That's a 1959 BMW Isetta. The one I want to show you though is this Cadillac, and I also love this Hustler here, of course. Where are all the people of colour? Dean, that's a great comment. Yeah. Do you want me to comment on that one or not? They all own BMWs and they live in Birmingham, but they don't go to car shows. No, that's not true. You can't say that. Look at this crazy Cadillac. It's obviously had a roof grafted onto it at some point, so it's like a pickup truck in the back. It's got a coupe roof. Crazy thing. Doesn't look like much fun to drive. Yeah, very, very strange. So let's move on from there. Got some more barn findy sort of stuff over here. I'll show you this Stag. Oh, and then we've got our Escort 1300 Sport. Obviously you all love that, don't you? Hi Geoff, love to see the Mark II Escort. Oh, here we go then. This is the Mark II Escort. And it's rather cool, isn't it, actually? What would you do with a car like that? Because you know a restoration is going to cost you an absolute fortune. Yeah, I love American land yachts as well. I'm enjoying the retro roller skates on the back there. That's very cool. Should go see if we can find some famous people as well. Should see how many famous people we can get on our live broadcast. That is, I love it. Look at the graphic down the side and the graphic at the back. Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of that. I'm not really an Escort person because they just missed my generation. I didn't really have... I could have entered the Renault in this part of the show, yeah. Excuse me, I need another drink. I need someone to buy me a beer. Check out this Stag. It's like completely bent. What do you reckon? Would you restore that? Oh, it's for sale. It's £1,000. I'm not quite sure I'm interested at £1,000. It's not a Stag, it's a Stag, says Sarah. John, I enjoyed that joke. I read that joke out to my wife yesterday. Hey, check out the Lamborghini. It's actually not a real Lamborghini. It's based on a Citroen. It's quite cool. So we're going to work our way up this way again. Like, let me know in the comments. I'll try and scan comments as we go, and see what we can find. So this is actually a Citroen CX, which is quite bizarre. So originally built in '91, cost £5,000. In regular use until it was sidelined and restored in 2013. It's a Mirage Lamborghini Countach replica, space frame chassis, Citroen engine and subframe reconfigured for rear mounting with a CX GTI 2.5 4-cylinder turbo engine. What do you think of the fake Lambo? I think that looks pretty cool going down the street, don't you? Considering the price of a Lamborghini is £300,000 and this owes the guy 25 grand. I'm okay with that. Did you miss the Lancia Delta? Yeah, you might have to go back and watch when this goes on normal YouTube. We've done a Delta, but we may well find another one. Let's keep going along here. I don't want to go into the auto jumble because the auto jumble is full of old men trying to buy things that they can't find, that they don't need. There's a lot of carpet there though, and I do like a bit of carpet, and I especially like a little bit of cowhide. Let's go down this way where there's some more cars. Oh, I can see a little... What have we got here? There's a Citroen, a predecessor of the 2CV there. Is that one called the Diane? Quite lovely little cars, aren't they? What have we got here? That looks very much like my car as well, doesn't it? Don't you think? That'll be a Fiat. What is it? I think my boot's bigger than that. That's quite cool. Don't even know what it is. Simca, Chrysler, Talbot, Simca, Matra. So yes, a Simca. It's the same thing as what we were looking at with the guys from Cornwall, actually. Should have known that, shouldn't I? Let's go and look at the... Is this a Matra Merino, which has 3 seats across the middle, which makes it quite oddball. And we're going to go over here. Don't you think that's a cool thing? I think that's a cool thing. 3 seats across the middle, and a Renault Espace, which we never thought was going to be a classic car, but that has become a classic car. I'm quite enjoying a Renault Espace. Good retro space. There's another Matra there. So we're going to work our way. We're not going to do that corner of the hall because that's all people selling stuff that you don't need. So we'll stay with the cars. I think we'll stay with the cars. We've got the Volvo Owners Club, which obviously is where Geoff belongs. Let's go and take a little look. So we've got some lovely stuff here on the Volvo Owners Club stand. A couple of Amazons. The Matra is gorgeous. Love the Bagheera too, says John. Hey, how nice is this Volvo on these wheels? Don't you think that looks fantastic? A little bit American hot rod. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's very cool. The red car was a Mitsubishi FTO. Would you like me to go and have another look? I've got a little bit of a dry throat, so excuse me if I'm clearing my throat here. There's the Mitsubishi FTO for the person that just commented. A couple of FTOs there. We're going to work our way around. Oh, look at that Volvo estate. They're just cool, aren't they? Very, very usable. The ultimate practical classic, I think, the Volvo estate. But also very practical as a saloon. I do joke that I only buy estates, but I do sometimes buy saloons, but mostly estates. Let's keep working our way through here. Books, lots of books. And we have a C70. I think that colour's called Autumn Gold. That's really rather nice, actually. I do like a C70. Amazon, two-door estate, looking very cool on the sort of banded wheels. And you've got this nice little shot down here. Look, if I was a photographer, I'd probably get down here and I'd probably take that photograph because that's quite a cool photograph. Engine bay looking very clean indeed. If we work our way around, there's a Volvo 850 at the back here. Quick look in this Volvo Amazon. Very nice indeed. Obviously been restored. Photos of all the work here. Look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, absolutely loving that. Very cool indeed. Another Amazon there with a sort of camo paint job on it. I'm not so sure about that. Camo paint job, but everyone's different. And there's an 850 T5, which, as you know, I like an 850 T5. Can't go too far wrong with an 850, although it frustrates me that at the moment I don't have an 850 that is on the road and capable of being used, but I'm going to work on that. Oh, I could do with this though. If I bought a toolkit, I could have that off. That's a really handy thing to own. I wonder where he got that from. The sun shield for the sunroof. Yeah, I like that. Right, moving on, we have the Saab stand as a 9.5 Aero, an early one. It's not that early, it's sort of the middle of the Saab range. The later ones had the Dame Edna headlights, but this will be an Aero, so it's 2.3, so you're talking 250 horsepower. There you go, middle of the range on a 2004. Lovely car. Let's move along the line. I do like a Saab 9.5. Not so bothered about this shape 9.3. Am I wrong? Just find them a bit dull. Moving on, there's some more Volvos over here. This is the Volvo Enthusiasts Club. 265 people watching. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. This is Brian, the high mileage hero. 832,561 miles on Brian, the Volvo 240. These guys have had this car a while. They live fairly locally. They look after Brian very well. And they are trying to get it to 1 million, which is great. I've got a lot of time for that. Should we go see what's going on over here? We've got the restoration workshop, which is happening. Some more cars over there. It's an interesting Audi. I'm going to go back on myself, but I've spotted this Audi over here. So I'm going to gravitate towards this Audi estate. Because as I've already said, I do like an estate car. A couple of Volkswagens there. Are you a Volkswagen person? I don't really understand the Volkswagen thing. They seem to come with a lot of Volkswagen tax bolted on top. But then we're going to have a look at that purple Corrado in a minute. We'll do this Audi first. Audi 100 Avant Turbo. Have you seen one before? Has your dad had one? Only 5 came into the UK from 89 to 91. That is ridiculous. That's an incredibly rare car then, and very cool. And now that it's a bit quieter, if I stand back, you get the full profile of that car. What a cool looking thing. That's a very cool looking car. I'll have a massive boot as well. So again, another very practical classic. That's very cool. Got some Toyotas over here. Got the MR2 3 generations of MR2 there, which is really nice to see. They've got all 3 all right, mate. All 3 generations of Toyota MR2 lined up there. Which one is your favourite? It's got to be this one, hasn't it? It's got to be that one. Then we go over to this purple Corrado. Normally I don't go for like cars that are overly bling with non-standard wheels, but that is quite a nice looking car, isn't it? Harold is saying he wants the FTO. Where's the FTO? The FTO was over, there's a GTO there, so it must be on the corner. So we'll work our way around. We'll go this way around, Harold. We'll go and do this for you here, look. So we've got the MR2s. I've always liked an MR2. It's great that they've got the different years. The FTO was over here somewhere, maybe. There's the Mitsubishi 3000 GT now. These were twin turbo. They were absolute beasts. If you look how clean this engine is, this is ludicrous. Very impressive indeed. That is a quick car. Look at the size of that air filter. Yep, loving that. Then we've got the Renault. What were they called? What was it called? It's going to come to me in a minute. Very, very cool. Very, very rare. They were essentially made to go racing. A really oddball Renault car. Yeah, I've always loved these. It was like a competitor to the Lotus. Look at it. Look at exposed beams under there. Absolutely fantastic. Very cool car to see. Yep, like that a lot. We're looking for the FTOs. The FTOs are over here. Yeah, we've got this yellow one. Mitsubishi FTO for Harold. Renault Spider, that's it. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Robert. FTO. Hey, look at the metal flake on that paint. See that? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I like the FTO. Right. And then that gives us another chance to see this Volvo 240. Yes, I'm enjoying the accessories on that. That's quite a cool looking thing. So let's work our way down into the club stands then. So we go back the way we came down here. Is that Jensen? No, sorry, Reliance Scimitar. Of course it's a Scimitar. I'm not particularly interested in Reliance Scimitars. Going to get a bit noisy here because there's obviously some demonstration going on, so just bear with the noise. See if we can go around this way. Not quite sure what's going on the... Doesn't seem to be much happening at the restoration workshop at the moment. But if we work our way down to the live stage, we can maybe find Richard Hammond. I'm told that Oliver is here as well. Obviously Hammond's car from the epic Top Gear Africa special. So I would like to go and see Oliver. So stay with me on this live feed and we'll go see if we can find it. I say we're doing this live. 295 people watching me walking around a car show. I've basically given 295 of you free access to this show for the day. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. Imagine if you'd had to pay. Oh, there's a couple of Geoff hats there. Excellent hats. But I'm all good for hats at the minute. I've got lots of hats at the moment, so I don't need to be buying another one. Now, would you like to buy a roast turkey bap? I nearly did earlier, but it's £9.50 for a small turkey bap on a white roll. And that, to me, was a bridge too far. Retro games there. Yeah, pretty cool. He's wearing a Geoff shirt, isn't he? Look, that looks like one of mine. That could have come out of my wardrobe. Yep, got a lot of time for that. Right, let's go down into this hall then and see what else we can find. So this is what we're looking at. Looking out over the hall. Got all this to come. We've got like 300 people watching this walk around. I've got a white Volvo down there. Let's gravitate towards that white Volvo. We got Maguire's always put on. Geoff, you could crowdfund a turkey bap. That's a great comment. That's pretty wild, isn't it? I quite like that. You're in Birmingham and cannot find one POC. POC. What do you mean by POC? I've missed something there, so clarify in the comments. Bond bugs. Yep, don't mind a Bond bug. I'm going to go check out this beautiful Volvo over here. See that white Volvo there. £9.50 for a turkey bap is outrageous, says Elsie. Sarah Davies likes the lowered Crown Victoria. Loving this, and it's also got a red interior as well. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that is lovely. And I tell you the bit that you won't be able to pick up on the live broadcast as well. It smells fantastic. Very, very cool car. I like that a lot. Let's wander on down this way. Got the Tickford Owners Club. There's a Sierra Cosworth over here, which is always worth a look, isn't it? That's a track car. There's an RS 500. Got a roll cage. Quite sure what's going on there. Geoff, you should go on the restoration stage and show everyone how to fit a tartan headliner to a car using wallpaper paste. Funnily enough, I wasn't invited on the live stage. You know, other smaller YouTube channels were invited, but sadly I think they're concerned that Geoff Buys Cars might spread some truth through the hallowed halls of the NEC, and they can't have that, so I don't get invited. POC, person of colour. I see what you've done there. Well, classic cars is an incredibly white industry, isn't it? So, I mean, you guys in the comments, you could play a game called Spot the POC, and if you were playing it at home, then that would be on you and not on me. So I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying that you could. Also, women. There's not really all that many women at this show, but the woman thing has got better. There's more women at this show this year than there was when this show first started. Yeah, a lot of beards, a lot of willies. But let's leave that, because we're getting into some problem areas for YouTube by discussing that. I've moved to my left hand now as well, because my right hand was getting tired from holding the phone. If I had a selfie stick, maybe things would be better. That's lovely, isn't it? Basically, I think what we've established is I like small cars that have the engine in the back and are rear-wheel drive, which is good, because that's the car that I arrived in. Yeah, beards and anoraks and lots of willies. That's got the engine in the front, though. But again, I'm gravitating towards cars that all have the same silhouette, which is a sort of 3-box saloon car design. Look at this interior, it's so nice. Yeah, very cool. Is that Wartburg? What's going on at the front here as well? It's got 3 ignition coils. Why has it got 3 ignition coils? It's got 1 ignition coil per cylinder, because it's a 3-cylinder. What an interesting little engine. I wish I knew more about it. Let's move on. The Mercedes-Benz Club, £56 a year to join the Mercedes-Benz Club. It's more than twice the price of the Volvo Club. The Volvo Club is only £20. That was the most fantastic orange hair I've ever seen. Check that out. Literally stopped my broadcast to film a man on a mobility scooter. You don't get this with anyone else's YouTube walk around of the show, do you? Beautiful Mercedes-Benz 300 TE. I'm enjoying that. And then, oh, look at this. You've got this proper Mercedes racer style car over here. Spa-Francorchamps 1971. Yeah, that's very cool. I'm going to back off now so we can have a look at this car from the front. This is the original Red Pig, or one of the Red Pigs. It can't be the original Red Pig, can it? But that is very, very cool. Look at those wheels. Penta, 5-spoke, super wide alloy wheels. Come on, you've got to love that. That's absolutely ace. Got more chance of finding Spock than POC. Stop going on about it, please, dead channel. You have to play this game in your own time. Cavalier SRI. Yeah. Not much to say about that. They used to be around a lot, but they're not anymore. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Mercedes-Benz. Looks like a latte. Not quite sure about the beige over dark beige with a beige interior, but I quite like that. It's got a manual gearbox as well, which is rare in pretty much any Mercedes, to be fair. Then we've got some MG Rovers. Probably got some MG Rover fans in the comments, haven't we? Bet we've got some MG Rover fans. There's a Rover Streetwise there. There's also a 5-door. Oh, 5-door Rover Streetwise. Love it. Getting hard to find these cars. Lots of stuff. Everybody's winding down, you see. Everybody's winding down. I'm winding down early. The show's still going. Right, we should go down here and we'll look at the beach buggies, because the beach buggies are basically super cool, aren't they? Everybody loves a beach buggy. Look at that paintwork. That is phenomenal. Look at the shine on that. Yeah, that is brilliant. And this one as well. Metal flake. The size of the flakes of the metal are just unbelievable. I love that. Absolutely love the metal flake beach buggy. How much was it to get in? Well, for me, free. And that's not even because I've got a car on display here. I've just got a trick to get in for free, which someone else shared with me, and it works really, really well. I won't share it with you, because then you'll all be doing it, but it works. Right, and then we have a Stingray. Lovely colour. Look at that interior. That's phenomenal. Oh, I would like to drive that all day long. Loving that. Lots of MG Rover fans watching their cars won't make it in person. Great comment. Pontiac Trans Am. Yeah, you got to love a Trans Am, haven't you? You just have to love a Trans Am. More metal in the paint than the monocoque. Nice comment, John. I like that one. Ah, a little bubble car, convertible bubble car. I'd want a convertible bubble car, because if you crash a convertible bubble car, you can get out of it. We're heading towards the Practical Classics live stage now. I'm guessing there's no one famous on at the moment, because if there was, there'd be a crowd. So we'll head on down that way. Here we've got the Ford RS Owners Club, the XR Owners Club. Ooh, hello, look at that blue one. That is rather nice. Is Sadiq Khan there, Geoff? No, he's not a car enthusiast, and he doesn't like people. He's also extremely racist, and he doesn't like white people, so he absolutely would not be here, because at this car show there's a lot of white people who like cars, and Sadiq Khan doesn't like white people or cars, so no, he's not here. Escort, again, just sort of missed the Ford Escort thing for me. I'm on the later generation Escorts, but this is cool. One of 300 manufactured between Ford Germany and Zaxby. 19 still exist, owned by the current owner since 95. That is a cool car. Look at the wide arches on it. Yes. All right, I like that, and I'm sure you like that as well. Yeah, very cool. Fiesta RS Turbos. Remember when these were everywhere? They used to be all over the place. They used to be cheap. And I'm going to go have a look at this Cortina, partly because someone has said, Geoff, can you find any Cortinas? But partly because I love the graphics on it. Look at the graphics on this Cortina. That's just fantastic, with a full-length roof rack. I would drive the shit out of that. That is cool, isn't it? We're going to work our way back down here. I thought that was someone staring at me there. We've got this Ford Sierra race car. Let's go and have a look. We'll have a chat to this guy, look. How you going, Andy? How's your show going so far? Hang on. Whisper it to me. Whisper it to me. He says there's too many white people. He didn't really say that. RS 500 Sierras. Yeah, all the money these days, aren't they? All the money. There's a dusty one over there as well, and then we've got some Ford Capris in the corner. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Any T4 vans, Geoff? No, there's not. The Volkswagen seem to have their own. They seem to do their own thing, and yeah, so they go to Volkswagen shows. They don't go to the main shows. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Gumball 3000 style Ford P100. We're going to work our way back around this way. That's the toilet. Anybody need a loo? If you need the toilet, now's your chance. I need a wee, but I'm broadcasting live on Facebook, so I can't really do that. Now, we have the Q-plated Rover 75 Cabriolet down here. And the Q-plate thing is interesting because I've got a video coming up about how the DVLA have screwed over a young gentleman and put his car on a Q-plate when it was restored by himself. Right. Danny Hopkins is over here.
The equipment responsible for putting this on. Have a quick chat.
So we've got Oliver.
Oh, Russell. Hello, Russell. Sorry. You should be wearing branded T-shirts.
And we'll go see if we can say. Let's see if we can get Danny to say my name. Shall we do that?
Nice jacket.
Right.
Anyway, tell us who you are and what do you do?
My name's Russell. I'm from SATA, UK. We're a German gun manufacturer. And well, that's why not.
The actual Oliver.
I'm thinking, I'm just insulted.
Oliver!
So tell me about the guns that you supply. What are they called?
Well, basically, it's German engineering. So some of the best engineering.
I'm loving seeing this. This is great.
Very specialised area. It's automated spray finish. We do everything from guns that will work on a 2 horsepower compressor, right up to a very professional screw compressor. So you can have a gun of high quality, giving you a high quality finish.
Talking about guns.
In your garage.
Excellent. Are you actually here at the show or you just come to see?
We're here to show. I'm also on the Auto Paints Brighton stand, which is over in the corner. He will kick me if I do not promote him even further. So you can come along, buy spray guns off us, do a good deal.
So all of that little block, you've got HP body, you've got what's on that company name again?
SATA.
SATA, you've got Merca, you've also got HP body, and you've also got Auto Paint Brighton. Basically, you could restore your car from that one stand, really, couldn't you?
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop.
Love it, excellent. Well, get yourselves down to the bottom of the stairs. It's nearly the end of the show. If you've got any money left in your pocket, you know where to spend it. That's excellent, good stuff. Right then, so we're looking at the front, Matt. What's happening? What's happening?
So this is a really emotional moment because we have fitted the grille, but not the moustaches for it. This is
So that's Matt, I think.
And there's little bit cheatable.
And then Danny on the microphone from Practical Classics. Great guys, great magazine. We're going to move on.
1977.
Didn't get Danny to say my name.
And the engine was swapped.
Shame about that.
The car never went back on the road.
I like Danny. I used to send stuff to him back when I worked in another life to review on the magazine. Smart car, loving that. Loving the smart coupe. We'll go back up through here. Some racing cars of some sort. Loving that. That is beautiful. Saw Chris Evans earlier was on a mobile buggy. I'm not sure Chris Evans will be here. Apparently Richard Hammond was here yesterday, but not today. So anyway, you haven't got any celebrities. You're just stuck with Geoff buys cars. Sorry about that. And it's nice to be doing some car content after making a lot of, the videos that I usually make, but let's not forget cars is my main passion, and that's where the channel came from, isn't it? It's all about cars and keeping cars going. So there'll always be cars on the channel because that's what I'm all about. That's what my passion is. But I'm also passionate about freedom and passionate about continuing to be allowed to do the things that we like doing. Anyone got some full-length Webasto sunroof conversions? I'll have some of those as well, Ben, if anybody has got any of them. So we got some Triumph TRs. Can't say I'm bothered about these at all. Right, membership £50 for the Triumph Club, so marginally cheaper than the Mercedes Club, but still twice the price of the Volvo Club. Triumph Dolomite. If we all had the same taste in cars, the world would be a boring place. Yeah, it really would be. It really would be. Hit the like for getting in for free. Yeah, go on, hit that like button. 377 people watching my walk around. If you can hear Pink Floyd in the background, then that means I won't make any money off this video because they're going to pick up a copyright strike on it. So if you can hear it, then YouTube can hear it. And that means that I'm doing this for free. So, never mind, eh? I have to pay for my own beer today. I can live with that. Rover register. We've got a couple of Calibras over here as well. So we're going to have a look at these Calibras over here. And then I think we've done every haul. This is the last haul. There's a very clean Ford Focus there in a colour that I never ever saw Ford Focus in. Need you get to 1 million subs? I don't want 1 million subscribers. I'm really happy where I'm at. Honestly, I'm not after any more subscribers. 115,000, I'm happy with that. If I can stay there and just keep things going as they are, not a problem at all. I'm not interested in, I don't want to conquer the world. I don't want to be the biggest YouTube channel that there's ever been. Not interested. I just like to do my thing. So, I got to 100,000 subscribers, and then I was like, well, that'll do. I'm done now. And the kids are like, when are you going to get your next subscriber award? Oh, I'm not interested. Not interested. Gay Classic Car Club. Well, it's quite interesting that we have a Gay Classic Car Club now, isn't it? Because these days, shouldn't everybody be all-inclusive? I know, they probably are all-inclusive. And I do like the Peugeot, but not with the dark-coloured wheels on. We'll go over here. Rover Coupe. I really quite enjoy a Rover Coupe. I have a major soft spot for a Rover Coupe. Such a great looking car with the Targa roof. And I'll tell you something funny, right? I'm going to back off here so you can see it. And then I'm going to tell you a funny story. I once bought 2 of these Rover Coupes on eBay. And then I was cleaning one. And what I did was I undid the handles on the inside of the roof. If I go around the other side, I'll show you. You can see the roof handles. Because as I said, this is quite an amusing story. So the roof, when it's open, looks like that, right? But they've got glass panels, and the glass panels are screwed in. You can't see them there, but these little screws here, they undo from the other side. And the one time, I was cleaning mine, and I'd done all the screws, and then I over-tightened it, and the entire piece of glass shattered. Then I had to get a piece of wood, cover it, duct tape it, and then go down to Oxford to buy a new piece of glass from someone that had one lying around in his garage. So that's my Rover Coupe story. But I've always really liked those Rover Coupes. Really nice handling little cars. In fact, when we had 2 of them, my friend Funky Phil, who was on the channel the other day, me and him once drove them bumper to bumper through Birmingham late at night. I don't think either of us had any insurance, but you could do that back then. Right, someone mentioned, the Rover Metro over here, look. We've got the lime green Metro. And then this side we've got some Austin Princesses. I haven't seen where's the YouTubers? Where's your Hubnut and your iDriver Classic? Haven't they got a stand here today? Aren't they selling merchandise? I bet they are. It'd just be funny to run into them. I quite like that Montego, don't you? Montego Countryman. Some friends of ours had a diesel Montego Countryman and it kept getting stolen, but the thing that really annoyed with them was that the police kept finding it and bringing it back. Ian from Cherished Vehicle Insurance Services, you are live on YouTube with 399 people watching. How's it going?
Well, I hate old Land Rovers, I hate rusty old Land Rovers, so I want to go back.
What are you doing with that piece?
So, obviously when they went to remove the door hinge 20 years ago, they decided that undoing the bolts was going to be too hard, so they just snapped off the bolt.
Right.
So 20 years later, we need that now.
So you're going around the show trying to buy one of those?
No. I'm just going to go and find someone with a battery angled line, because I'm going outside and cut it off.
Oh, right, okay.
Because we're not allowed to use overlines inside or something.
Oh, fair enough. That is a bit annoying. Well, there's no way that's going to unbolt, is it? Because look at that. Turn it around again. Look at that. There's no way that bolt is coming loose.
No.
How is the restoration of the Land Rover going on the stand?
It's going to drive out.
It's going to drive out?
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
Last night, in between the high-vis people running around,
yeah.
We've used some Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
Did a little squirt. Yeah. Started up, filled the horn.
Yeah.
With unburnt diesel.
Excellent.
So today we've got some brakes, 50% brakes.
Yeah.
No brakes.
It is.
Clutch appears to be seized, so we're going to do that the old-fashioned way, get it running, see what happens.
Yeah.
So it's going to drive out, but it's just been busy. The show's been busy. Friday was packed.
Yeah.
So I had a work schedule and I didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's good to be busy. That's what you're here for. At the end of the day, you're not here to restore the Land Rover. It's a happy accident if it gets restored.
But it does mean I'm not restoring a car in my garage. I'm restoring it
at the NEC. Yeah, exactly. Right, I'll leave you to. I'm going to wind my way back up there and then show everyone the Land Rover. Hey?
You don't want to drive out of the Monza later?
Yeah, why not?
I'm not waiting to get a truck in, so we're going to drive out.
Well, as soon as the horns go, I'm out of here in my Renault. I'm going to press my horn at the end of the show. Yeah, I'm going to do it live. I'm going to broadcast it live. Ian's burnt out on the classic car show. He doesn't like it anymore because he hasn't slept for about 3 weeks. Right, that's a Metro Turbo. Let's move on then, and we'll go see the Land Rover that Ian and the team have been restoring on their stand. We'll wind up back there at the end. There's a Cavalier over here, right? Tell me what you think. 386 people. Tell me what you think of the wheels on this Cavalier, because I just think the time when it was okay to put wheels like that on a Cavalier, I just feel like those days have gone. That needs its standard wheels on, in my humble opinion. But what do I know? I know nothing about nothing. Right, so we'll work our way back around here. There's a cool car over here. It's a Alpine, or Renault Alpine, or Alpine convertible. I didn't know they did a convertible. There's 2 of them here. They got one this side. I know, unless they move the cars around. But that is very cool. Good afternoon, Geoff. You're the man doing a live. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Those wheels look wrong, says John. Yeah, I agree. What do we think about this? This is the Alpine. It's basically an A110, isn't it? But this is a convertible. Look how retro that is. Let's get the camera right in there. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? That is very cool. We'll go around the front so you can see the front of the car. Yeah, never seen one of them before. And I like coming to these shows when you see something that you've not seen before. Then over here we've got a Porsche 356 race car, and that just looks fantastic. So now we're going to work our way back up the top and see if we've missed anything. There's a beautiful 8 Series BMW at this door that you need to see. So we'll go see this 8 Series. What's the time? The time on my Nerd in Motion watch, I hope you're watching, it's 3:15. There's an 850 CSI over here. Very cool. See if we can capture that there. Look at the interior on that. That guy's being a little cavalier about wheels. I see what you did there. I appreciate that comment. I'm going to work my way back up. Do you want to see the auto jumble? Should we go up through the auto jumble? We'll go up this way. We'll go past the sausage rolls. I nearly bought a sausage roll earlier on as well, but the sausage roll was £6. And I just thought £6 is too much for a sausage roll. Far too much. So instead I went for a pasty, and my pasty was £6 and it was rubbish. So if you're looking for someone to review the food at the Classic Car Show, I would say it's all rubbish and overpriced. That's my honest opinion. Unless we can find the artisan bakers who are normally here every year. Flat caps over here, look. Hey, do you want to see you? There you go, look. There's you and me. Yeah, £6 for a sausage roll. I'll show you. Got some nice flat caps there, though. Proper flat caps. Look, I'm going to prove it to you. £6 for a sausage roll. You ready? Are you watching? Have a sit in your car, let the old fellas come to you. I'll do that next. I could do the coffee, actually. I could do the coffee and a wee. What do you think I should have? In the comments, let me know. Shall I have a coffee or a beer? Yeah, so £6 for a sausage roll or £9.50 for a turkey bap on crappy white bread. Coffee, coffee. I got one coffee and one beer. Coffee, coffee. Beer, beer, coffee. It's pretty even, actually, isn't it? Let's go this way because we haven't been this way before. We'll go right the way to the end, and I'll show you the. I'll show you a little bit of the auto jumble. How much is the beer? £7.50. Coffee's not my cup of tea. Beer, tea, coffee. Got a mortgage and a beer. I've got cash in my pocket from that mug that I sold earlier on, so I can afford a beer. Right, Volvo V70R there, beautiful. Working our way back up to the. I think we'll get this video to an hour, and then we'll have done pretty much the whole show. So let's see if we can find some Hot Wheels to buy. Have to be coffee. I would have a flask, I think. £10 for 10 Thatcher's Gold. Break out the credit card. No, I don't use credit cards anymore. There's that Volvo C70 again. It's really rather lovely. Oh, these postcards. I like an old postcard. Yeah, an old postcard to put in my fridge. I just lose it. So now we're going into the danger zone, which is the auto jumble, where it's quite likely that you're going to spend some money. Gone past the Saint P1800 again. I'm not sure what the verdict was on the coffee versus beer thing. So, right, we'll go over to this Hot Wheel stand. Do love a model car. All sorts here, look. Right. It's 403 people watching me going shopping in the auto jumble. That's quite fun, isn't it? Magnetic jewellery. What do you think? Does it work? Bit of fudge. Nice bit of fudge. Hey, why is that telling me I've got low battery? I'm charging, aren't I?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm very well, how are you? Living the dream.
It'll get better than this, does it?
I'm just doing a little broadcast on YouTube. You got anything you'd like to say to YouTube?
Hello, YouTube. How are you?
That'll do. Hello, YouTube. How are you? You're selling magnetic healthcare.
That's right. I was saving people with arthritis.
Arthritis. How does it work?
Old Arthur. Name's your man.
Speak up. How does it work?
It helps the blood circulate. That's
Yeah?
what it does.
Brilliant. Where do people find you online?
We're not online. We only go to shows.
Only shows?
Online's no good for anyone.
Ah.
Doesn't last, does it?
It's quite good for me as a YouTuber.
Yeah, it's all good for you, yeah, but not for shows, it's not.
Yeah, fair enough.
What do you do for a living then?
I do, yeah. I am a YouTuber, sadly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite funny to say that, but I am.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, well, it's better than having a real job. Yeah, definitely.
What do you do? Do you sell stuff online? Do you do that?
No, I usually do car reviews, talk to people about what's going on in the world,
Right.
break down the news and explain what's going on, and generally, you know.
So you're a blogger.
Yeah, sort of somewhere between a blogger, a reporter, and a car reviewer. I don't even know. But people watch it and they seem to like it, so I'll crack on with it.
It's all right. So how many followers have you got?
Just over 100,000. Yeah, so we got a few. Yeah.
We sell a car, are we still on?
Still on, yeah. I got 400 people watching.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm just reading some of these comments. Everybody's moaning that you haven't heard of me. I'm okay with that.
I'm ever so sorry I haven't heard anything.
It's all right.
Yeah. Do apologise, guys.
That's all right. But the magnetic stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Arthritis,
Yeah. Early morning stiffness.
early morning stiffness.
Well, first thing that pops up.
First thing that pops up, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Good for that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Trouble from my missus now.
Yeah, she's laughing now. Right, you saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. If you're stiff in the morning,
Yeah.
you need something around you.
Can't get it up.
If you can't get it up,
If you can't get it up, it works as well.
right? There you go.
Have you heard about what they're doing now? The XL Bullies. They're crossing XL Bully with a golden retriever.
Why are they doing that?
It rips your arm up, but it brings it back for you.
We'll finish on a joke. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you later on. Cheers. Right, Hot Wheels over here. What we got? £5. That's an Aston Martin, isn't it? DBR1. Oh, we were losing subscribers. We were losing viewers then, but I mean, it's getting quieter now, isn't it? It's getting a little bit quieter. Oh, I like these. A little pewter model. It's got all sorts of model cars over here. They've got all the expensive ones at the back. Let's see if we can work our way around. And then you've got these Mini GT, which are really detailed. Brother Butterbean. Yeah, that's a good comment, that. Really detailed model cars. £200 there for a Ferrari F40. 245 for the BMW. Have I stumbled into a carry-on film? It's all tat, Geoff, and no, you can't have one. You sound like me at car shows when the kids are walking around asking for things. That's cool, isn't it? Got Mercedes 190 there. What do you reckon? See anything you like? You buy? I like these little ones, look. Little Peugeot 205s, tiny ones. See, even when I'm live broadcasting, I can't help myself taking my time over the Hot Wheels stands. Oh, I do love an F40. Any Mark II Escorts? I'm sure there are Mark II Escorts, and I'm sure that if they're good quality, they'll be expensive. Right, let's work our way down here. Got some more models over here, look. I like the bargain bin, I do. There you go. You got the bargain bin there. What else we got? We've got some expensive Hot Wheels over here. 400 people watching me shopping for Hot Wheels. That's cool. Mercedes W123 estate. MGB. I'm enjoying the 63 Chevy there. What else we got? There's a W123 estate in black. But I've got most of these. I don't really want to be buying Hot Wheels that I've already got. I want the special edition Hot Wheels here as well. The M5. I've always found that the Hot Wheels M5 casting was a little bit of a disappointment. The shape of it, I don't think they captured the shape of it quite right, which is a shame because I was looking forward to the E39 M5 casting. I want to get really geeky there for a moment. Right, let's move on from this. You've got the Solido ones, really nice, good quality models there with Volkswagen Caddy. So let's move back to the rest of the auto jumble. Am I zoomed in a little bit? No, we can zoom out there. Right, we'll work our way around here. We're approaching the hour mark. We've been broadcasting around the show for an hour, so we're going to wrap up. But it's fun to go into the corners, right, at these shows and find, like, the cheap seats. You know what I mean? The ones where the traders have been given a real cheap spot just to fill it up. And they always sell the most interesting stuff. That's what I find, anyway. I always find that the most interesting stuff is in the corner. There you go, look, isn't that a filler pipe? Beautiful stuff. Air filters, bits and bobs, bit and bob. If you want to buy some bits or some bobs, they've got it here. Carburetors, steering wheel. I could do with a steering wheel boss for my Renault, you see. I'd love to put a little wooden wheel on my Renault, but I don't know what kind of boss it needs to be to go on it. We'll work our way back up to my stand in the Renault, and then we'll wrap up. And then I'll go and have a wee and either a beer or a coffee I'm still not sure what the vote was for beer or coffee. Leather jacket, anyone? If I had a convertible, maybe. It's very quiet now. I mean, it's only 3:30. Still a couple of hours of the show left, and it is getting thin on the ground out here. Everyone watching should give Geoff a like. Yeah, go on, hit that like button. I don't know what it does, but hit the like button. Let's try and scan some of these comments. One of the best channels on YouTube. Well done. Oh, thanks for that. Appreciate that. Coffee. Everybody's saying coffee. Sarah says coffee. Beer to go with your rotor log. I had the rotor log on earlier, but it's a bit too tight, annoyingly, and it left like a massive print on the inside of my wrist from the strap. David, how you doing? You're live on YouTube. He's off. He's running away. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so it left a massive indent in my wrist on the train, so I gave up on the watch. I used to work with David. David's a lovely guy. Very, very softly spoken and mild-mannered. Here you go, in the corner, look. What do you need? I was going to clean my car this weekend, but I never got around to it. Really what I should do is I should put out on YouTube being like, right, does anybody want to become YouTube famous, and would they like to come and clean my car at the Classic Car Show? And then maybe people could turn up and polish my car for me at the show. £3 Hot Wheels. Ah, Dodge Viper. Do love a Dodge Viper. Yellow wheels. Moving on. See in the corner, look. All these people take all these boxes out of their van on the Thursday night, sell nothing, and then put the boxes back in the van on a Sunday night, and then go do it again next weekend. Tricky, innit? Oh, retro stickers. Yeah, loving those. Retro Renault stickers for my Renault. Power spark ignition. Live on YouTube. How are we doing? Distributors, electronic ignition. If you need electronic ignition for your car, Power Spark Ignition is where it's at. It is the place to be. Looking very good. Good show? Busy?
Can I lie?
Go on, lie.
It's a really good show. It's been busy.
Yeah.
Lots of people here.
Yeah.
And I'd come again.
Right.
By choice.
So that's code for this is your last one.
This is the last one I think on this. But who knows?
Yeah.
I don't want to start that live on the internet, would I?
No.
No.
It'll be, but if you've been every year for the last few years, you spot the trends, don't you?
You certainly do see the trends, yes. How about you in Renault world up there, insurance land? What's going on?
Thankfully, I'm not really in insurance land, but they just...
Well, your Renault is in
my Renault's in insurance land, but they just talk to people, don't they?
sale, though.
It's not for sale, unless someone offers me some money, in which case it is.
£6 apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Well, I just put a figure on it. Just you got to put the price up for the show, haven't you?
Yes.
Right, I'll speak to you in a bit.
Okay,
See you.
Good to see you.
Moving along.
Yeah,
Back into the bits and bobs now. Ah, here we go. There's some more Hot Wheels up here. We've still got 409 people watching, and we're in the auto jumble, which is the boring part of the show. But I love these. The Hot Wheels, like when they're heavy haulers, and they've got like a lorry and a car. And I do really, oh, that's nice as well. Look at that Nissan Silvia. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, hang on a minute. That's the Jetta. How much is the Fast and Furious Jetta? £7. £8. Can I buy that? Ah, that's not enough. Hang on. 5. I'm buying this live on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
6, 7, 8.
Legend.
Thank you.
Bag and a card?
No, that's fine. That's what I was looking for my collection. Thank you very much. There you go. Look, just bought an Hot Wheels car live on YouTube. That one's more expensive on eBay. It's never £3 on eBay. It's not. You can't find that. Go on, I'll take a card. You are Brands Diecast 164. Check out Geoff Buys Cars on YouTube. Yeah, I can't help it, mate. I can't help it. Oh, he's a subscriber. That's what I want to hear. Honestly, I spend all my money on this at the shows. Can't help myself. Yeah, I'm always around. See you in a bit. You cannot find that for £3 on eBay. that is I've got the Supra, and I've also got Vince's Maxima, and that for me, and I've obviously got Dom's Charger. So there you go, that completes my Fast and Furious collection. Dead pleased about that. Right, back to cars as we move up this side, because we've got, check out the graphics on this Fiesta. That's fantastic. Green and gold. Raffle it off on the channel. No, I'm keeping that. I'm going to raffle off my... That's worth more to me than my blooming BMW X5. So we're winding up now. We're going to work our way back to my car. When we get back to my car, we're going to finish. And that'll then be that. So here is the Stag. Do we get to see this collection? My collection of Hot Wheels? Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'll do another... maybe I'll do another video on my Hot Wheels. But for me, right, when it comes to Fast and Furious, you've got Jesse's Jetta, you've got Brian's Supra, Dom's Charger, and Vince's Maxima. Those are the ones that matter. I could probably do with getting what's her name's Skyline as well, because that's an important car. And then maybe the S2000 as well. All right, so maybe my collection isn't quite complete. I'd love to see your collection of Hot Wheels, says Elsie. Thanks, Elsie. I'll see if I can work on that one soon. You've never seen Fast and Furious, says Fish Tiger. Come on, the first Fast and Furious movie. Absolutely iconic if you like cars. It changed the way the world looks at cars. It was pretty phenomenal what they did with that movie, even though they essentially only copied the storyline from Point Break. They're exactly the same films, except one of them involves surfing and one of them involved cars. But surfing and cars are my two favourite things in the whole world. So you can understand why Point Break and Fast and Furious are two of my absolute favourites. Why does it look like a mug has been stolen from the roof of my car? Anyway, that is me. I'm quite tired now after that little walk around. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll just pop it in the car. We'll go forward facing just to conclude. Bear with me a moment. Oh, we're in. Right, that's it. Oh, someone just sent me £8. Someone just paid. I don't know how much YouTube takes out of that, but someone just paid for my Fast and Furious Hot Wheels. So that's it. It is the same plot. It's absolutely the same plot. Right, thank you very much, everybody. I'm gonna go to the loo, and I hope you enjoyed my walk around. I feel like it was one of the better YouTube walk-arounds. Geoff, what's the missus up to without you watching Top Gear? No, she's got my little boy. I've only got the one little boy this weekend. The other little boy goes somewhere else every second weekend. And so she's only got the one little boy. And what's she been doing? She's been tidying the house. I mean, we were meant to be packing for a Spanish road trip, but that Spanish road trip hasn't now happened. But I will be... I'm going to go buy a car tomorrow, a real car, an actual full-size car. I'm going to go do that, and then we're going to have some road trips in this country. I'd very much love to sell my Renault 11. Thanks, Geoff. You saved me the entrance to the show. Johnny Utah! Hey, Utah, get me too! That was great, thanks. Stop me making noise in the garden for a while. Well done. I'm glad you all liked that walk around. I enjoyed doing that walk around as well. So the next one of those will be when we do the November show, except it'll be 3 times as long because the show's 3 times as big. So I'm really glad you all enjoyed the live stream. I didn't think I was going to do a live walk around, but you know, we captured some pretty good stuff, didn't we? So that'll do me. An hour and a little bit. Do I want to do your brakes? No. Would you like to do mine? You're a top lad. Thank you, Nerd in Motion. I really enjoyed doing that video with you the other day. Geoff, I have an Audi A4 TDI estate for your road trip. Sam, I don't want to offend you. They're a little bit boring for me. I've been looking at Audis because I quite like the Audi convertibles, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm looking at a couple of big Germans, but right, that'll do me for a little bit. I'm going to go see if I can find some money to rustle up a bit more food. Catch you all later on. Glad you like the live feed. I'll go see what the auction's doing, and if I think there's anything else going on, I'll go live again. I probably will, because we've still got 2 hours left to go and I'm a bit bored now. So I might check in with you again in a little bit. Speak to you later. Thank you, everyone.